You can download it. Is it on?
Yeah, I think so.
Is there a red button in the corner of the screen?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Can you see it? No.
Camera adds £10. I've been eating a lot.
James, go.
Yeah. Okay, right. So ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're going to do. Basically, instead of the dole, from now on, people who haven't got a job and formerly were on job seekers allowance, and you're going to come up with really bad objections to this, because we've already preempted them because you said it before. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make them do 15 hours work a week, because currently they pay £45 a week to do absolutely nothing. Okay, so from now on, we're going to put them in jobs, unskilled jobs, 15 hours a week in the public sector. So I'm talking about cleaning in hospitals. I'm talking about, well, you can use your imagination. So that's 15 hours a week. That falls way below minimum wage. So it's still a welfare payment. It is not a job, which means that they still have the incentive to go and get a job in the private sector or somewhere else in the public sector. Okay, so I'm going to justify this a few ways. First of all, I'm going to talk about the ethos of the dole and why we give it currently and why this would do it better. Second of all, the fact that it is financially positive. And third of all, I'm going to talk about the social mobility. And then Jeff's going to talk about this plan from the outlook of the individual. Okay, so this is a financially positive move because currently we're giving people money to do absolutely nothing. Whereas we'll actually be giving them money and getting something in return. We'll be giving them the same amount of money as we normally do, except now we're getting something in return. So the people in the public sector who are currently doing these menial jobs, we still get the same service, but we are paying exactly the same amount. We're getting more service for less money, is basically what I'm trying to say. Now the dole, why do we give the dole? It's called job seekers allowance actually by the government, and that's because the idea is that we help people out when they can't find a job of their own, and we need to help them into a job. Now the fact is that people do find it hard, that the labour market works, people find it hard to find a job. So we're going to
Point clarification.
Yeah.
I
could do one of those.
What happens to people who refuse to cooperate with this?
People who refuse to cooperate. What, do you mean they really can't be bothered and haven't been signing on anyway, or
They don't work. They don't do 15 hours.
I'll hold it.
Oh, well no, it's just illegal, isn't it? You're going to be treated to the full extent of the law. So, yeah. Now, so essentially, we're still spending as much money, but we're getting services in return, which you're already paying people to do. Now, you might say, well, what about those individuals, like, who are currently doing that job for £7 an hour, and then, well, they'll be unemployed, won't they? Well, no, because this brings you on to my final point, and that is of social mobility. Okay, so, when these people are doing the menial jobs in a hospital or in a school or whatever, the people who are currently doing those jobs, they're going to be, like, lifted up the ladder in a way which Jeff's going to explain in a much better way than I can. Because those jobs no longer need doing by people who are actually getting paid to do an actual job. Yeah.
What makes you think that you're going to encourage any social mobility if you're forcing them to engage in this kind of act?
Because it's quite obvious. Because Jeff's going to explain a lot of ways in which these people are going to pick up new skills. They're going to be able to actually integrate into their society better than they currently do, and they're going to they'll have a bit of money, which they can't do it. This is a really bad motion. Okay, so basically, what I've said today is that, it's a financially positive move because we're currently giving these people money for nothing, and now we're going to get something for the money. Secondly, because currently, the job seekers allowance which we give people, which doesn't depend on them actually doing anything as much as people say it does, because I know people who rip off the system, that we're actually going to be getting something in return. And then finally, that it'll increase social mobility, both from the aspect of society, but also from the point of view of the individual, which Jeff's going to talk about a lot more detail than I have. So because of that, I bid you to rebut.